flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. And welcome everybody to Go Fast Racing League Lazy Dayz K&N Series. We are live at Darlington. It should be a very fun race. This is the small race, I guess you could say, compared to the bigger one tomorrow, as we set the stage for the Go Fast Grand National Race. A lot of throwback paint schemes going to be ran tomorrow. There's some in here tonight as well, which is pretty cool. I know we got Joe Burchett out there in one. There's a couple others in there as well. I think Joshua Banks, of course, he's running kind of a throwback, I guess you could say, in the GM Goodrich car. But we see him in that sometimes here and there. But yeah, pretty cool. There's a lot of different ones in here. As you can see, I'm going around the track. This is, I don't want to say my favorite race of the year, but it can be a fun race. And that is one thing about this track. During a big crowd here tonight, only 11 drivers so far in this race, as we only got 4.5 minutes left here in practice before qualifying gets underway. But tomorrow should be a little bit bigger. It should be a little bit more exciting as well. But you never know. These guys still want to come out here and see what they can learn. Let's take a look at tonight's weather. 90 degrees and wind nowhere to be seen. Air temp at 90. Of course, you can see cloudy skies, overcast. We are at Darlington Motor Speedway. 95 degree track temp. Now,
mic check.
As
No, Jimmy.
sorry about that. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to pause, get our national anthem in. We'll be right back right after this. We'll go through the points and everything else.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back to Darlington, home of the throwback paint schemes, where we will be running some tonight, some more tomorrow. One cool thing that I want to mention about tomorrow's race for the Grand National Series is that we're going to give the opportunity for the people that watch the broadcast, that come week in and week out, watch the broadcast. It's a really cool deal that we got worked up with them. We are allowing a fan vote for the cars tomorrow, and I'll have a link tomorrow for where you can vote for your favorite throwback scheme. We'll get a look at every one of them. Of course, should have a little bit of info on them as well. I do know that there's going to be about at least 8 or 9 already submitted to the throwback paint scheme, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's take a look real quick at the points coming in. Todd Cray still your place leader, not really much of a surprise. Nate Anderson in second, Kyle Frame in third, Eric Mintz, Skylar Allen Sr. in fifth. Todd is currently leading 134 points over Nate. Last week was at Road America. Joe Burchett picked up the win after leading 26 laps out of the 30 that we ran. And Austin Marion in second, Dylan Vose, Jeff Schmidt, Eric Minch, Nate Anderson, Todd Cray, Tyler Cox, Brandon Puffenbarger, and Eric Borelli finished out. So, a little bit of look at the schedule ahead. We don't have too many more races for the K&N, well, kind of a few. We got all month of September, 5 races in the month of September. Darlington being this one, Richmond next week, Chicagoland, Kansas, Dover, and Charlotte on October 6th. So it should be a very fun, next, well, it should be a good schedule the rest of the way, to be completely honest. I'd love to schedule the rest of the way. It should be a very good one. And I know a lot of these guys are anxious to get back to some of these ovals because we have been burnt out on road courses. Last night, I believe. Last night was the last road course that we did. And so, yeah, here we are tonight getting ready to go once again. And got about 20 seconds or so left here in practice. And right now it is Brandon Puffenberger, who is leading the way. Joshua Banks, Joe Burchett, Todd Cray, Austin Mary in their top 5 right now. We'll see as practice comes to an end. Qualifying about to get underway. Here in any time now. So, practice over. Green flag coming out for qualifying. And here we go. 5 minutes of 2-lap qualifying. James Pandolf coming out on track. And the number 74. See James every Tuesday night on Dynasty Racing League. As well, we broadcast that. As James goes, let's see if we can find us a throwback paint scheme. I don't know if there's actually any out there. Here's one, I believe, by Eric Minch. I don't know if that's a throwback, but it's still a very cool paint scheme. Joe Smith out there in a throwback, I believe. Joe Burchett, definitely running a throwback. A Hardy's paint scheme, driven by Kel Yarborough, I believe is who it was. So, yeah. Austin Marion in the 65 out there as well. So we got a couple of throwbacks tonight, not a ton of them. A lot of the throwbacks will be ran tomorrow as we watch Austin cross the start-finish line. Right now, Matt Urban. Oh, Austin just took the pole with that lap. Let's go over and look at Joe Burchett out on track. And from there, we will hop over here in just a moment as my program decided to stop working. We will pop it back up. Sorry about that. That's a weird one. So Joe's going back out on to the track right now as I pop back over our overlays. Take just a second for them to pop back up. Joe crossed the start-finish line. Brandon Puffenberger still your pole sitter at the moment. Todd Cray second. Hey, Todd popped in. I didn't realize he popped in. Let's go over to Nate Anderson out on track. Getting the Darlington strap as he goes through the turn. And a lot of people hate this place, and I can't blame them. Joe about to put down his final lap. We'll go to him. Joshua Banks will be next. Joe will be second with a 28.082. Joshua Banks, somebody that could jump up to the pole. He was first in practice. Wow, he really hooks the center of that. Oh, gets a little high on exit. We'll see. Cross the start finish line. 28. Wow, 27.944. Holy cow. Joshua Banks is going to get the pole easily tonight, I believe. Nate Anderson back on the track. We'll see. So far, Kyle Frame, Nate Anderson, and Eric Minch has yet to put down a lap. Todd Cray still out on track as well. So as we watch Nate, here he comes. All turn number 4. And he will jump up to 9th with a 29.331 right in front of James Pandolf. Kyle Frame rolling out on track. in the number 57. Now we got 12 drivers in here, by the way, not 11. Oh, he's blinking a little bit. See Todd Cray on track. He's actually out there just getting some practice in as well. What a lap for Joshua Banks, man. That is incredible. Oh, Kyle just blinked out. There he is. Having a little bit of connection issues with Kyle Frame. As you can see, we're going to move over to Carlton Sanders. Who is in 8th place. Alright, so that's going to end qualifying. What I want to do now, I want to bring in Josh Banks here in just a moment. Once we complete qualifying, that is. Qualifying is over, and your pole sitter will be Joshua Banks. Pull him down and talk to him. Hey, Joshua, you got me?
I got you.
Man, where did that lap come from?
Come out of my butt. No, I'm just kidding.
That was, that's impressive.
I appreciate it, boss man.
Talk us through that. We know that you was fast in practice. I seen you watching that lap. You really hooked the center really good. What's it going to take for you to be able to stay up front?
Just staying off that wall, man. Make sure you don't come off of 4 or 2, either one. Coming off of that, hitting that wall and sending you inside wall. It's the main key here. So just being consistent and making sure you hit your corners right and exits right, and you should be good.
Think you can use this race to help you a little bit tomorrow as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. Easy to do. Just getting some laps in and practicing for tomorrow's race is really going to help out.
All right, man. Go up there and see if you can pull out the victory. That was a great lap, and see if you can keep that going on track. So we'll be up here watching. Good luck.
I appreciate it, boss man.
All right. You can check him out, by the way, Dusty Vengeance on YouTube. He has a channel, which is pretty cool. There's your top 3. Joe Pachette, Todd Cray, of course, Brandon Poffenbarger starting alongside Joshua Banks. Austin Marion, Matt Urban. Back there, you can see Matt Urban. Jeff Schmidt, Carlton Sanders. A little bit further back. Nate Anderson. James Pandoff, you see them two sitting on the grid. And Eric Minch. Of course, see Eric right there in the 57. A Kyle Frame also alongside him. Alright, so we're getting ready to go as Joshua Banks rolls. So we get ready to go 110 laps the scheduled distance for the night. But not a very long race. Oh, hey, how are you? As the cars work off turn 2, I'm going to be honest with you guys. As somebody that drove this track before, I hate this place. It's fun to broadcast, though, and it can make for some fun racing. I wonder how many Darlington stripes we'll actually see on camera. I'm going to go ahead and say we'll see more than 10. That's one every 10 laps, pretty much. We will see one. Pace car pulls in, and they're going to come around this long turn 4. Track seems really bigger than what it is. 1.35 miles. Green flag about to wave, and green flag out. We're off to racing here at Darlington Speedway. You see Joshua Banks already taking that lead. He's going to have to block that high side from that 88. He does do that. Pretty much single file, which is what we expect here at Darlington. And it looks like Jeff Smith getting a run on Austin Marion as we hop on board the number 61 car. There's one Darlington stripe. We're going to see that quite a bit. We're going to keep tally, so that is one. Coming off turn 4, Todd Craig gets around Joe Chat using a high line, so move Todd up to 3rd. Todd's really fast here. Joshua Banks just put down the best lap the last time by. Big wreck, 88's around, caution comes out. And it looks like everybody else does a good job of avoiding Brendan Puffenbarger around. And that is number 2, by the way. Around he goes. We'll hop on board a little bit here with Joe Burchett. Woo, that's a good one. Good job by them guys avoiding him. So caution comes out. It's going to be interesting to see if these guys actually pit or not. I do know with the Cup cars, you got to pit every 30 laps for tires. I would guess that you're going to go ahead and come down pit road here as well. Although it seems like the tires do handle a little bit better, but it would not surprise me if we see some cars come down. And Joshua Banks looking to come down. And somebody missed a cone, but it looks like they're going to be okay. There's a couple cars staying out. Looks like everybody's coming down though for the most part. Carlton Sanders and Nate Anderson staying out. Here we go. Who will win the race off pit road? That first pit stop going to be huge here for Joshua Banks, though. He is not far from that green cone, and that's where you need to reach for the pit road to end. And he can just gun it and go. Looks like some 4-tire stops by everybody. Down and away, Todd Craig going to win the race off pit road. Wow. Todd with a 13.75 stop. Joshua Banks with a 12.9, and he still lost the race off pit road. Really? Huh, that's interesting. Joe Burchett comes out in 5th as well. He actually lost one spot, I do believe. No, actually he did not lose a spot. I apologize. So Carlton Sanders takes over the lead, and we haven't really spoken a lot about him. See how he does up front in the number 18 car. Alright, we're going to double them up and get ready to go back once again. There was no lucky dog on that, by the way. We do got Eric Minch that stopped by pit road, which is very odd. See Joe Burchett down there warming up his tires, cleaning them off. One thing about this track, by the way, for people that don't know, you can actually spin on the bottom and a caution will not fly all the time. You see that dotted line? If you're below that dotted line and don't come back up on the racing service, caution will not fly. So that is one thing to keep in mind. If you're some of these guys, if you see a car spinning, that does not mean necessarily really slow down. Pace car pulls in. We are... Watch this for wheel spin as well. Green flag, and you can see Joe Burchett backed off a little bit on the 21 just in case there was wheel spin. There it was. The wheel spin was put on the 18 a little bit. Did not get going really good. We'll see what happens there. It's going to be a big wreck. The 18 goes around. No caution. Now a caution may fly. No, now a caution is going to fly because he was going. Nope, caution will not fly. Nate Anderson takes the lead. we'll see how this plays out. That is one thing you cannot do. Old tires do not work. You see Nate Anderson trying to hold on. That is Todd Craig dropping off the track as well. Nope, I thought he was dropping off. This is a battle back here with Matt Urban, Joe Burchett. Joe right now underneath Matt. Joe's going to go around. Oh, he's on the apron. What a save. Somebody's wrecking in front of him. Big wreck in front. That is Nate Anderson. What the heck? Nate now. Oh, that's number 3. This place is tough, man. Joshua Banks right now still leading the way. Well, after taking the lead back. Kyle Frame back up to second. How about Kyle up to second? Austin Marion, Todd Craig, Matt Urban, Jeff Smith, James Pandoff, Joe Burchett in 8th. And just to let everybody know, it looks like we already have one car for sure that is out. And Kyle Frame may have just disconnected. This is not good. And he is blinking quite a bit in front of Austin Marion. Austin actually seen the same thing last night, I do believe. But it was with Joshua Banks that was blinking. Good group back here. This is Matt Urban, Jeff Smith, James Pandoff, Joe Burchett. Right now. There's another one getting the Darlington stripe. Matt Urban into the wall. He's doing a good job on trying to save that. That is number 4. Within 11 laps, we've had 4 people hit the wall that we've actually seen. How about Kyle Frame running down our leader, Joshua Banks? That is number 5. Kyle Frame gets into the wall. We'll be keeping up with that quite a bit. Jeff Smith, Joe Burchett. This is a battle for 5th place. Here comes Joe with the run to the inside of the 61 car. Out of all the tracks, I think this right here may not be really suitable for Jeff, honestly. Not saying he's not going to have a chance of winning, but I think this is one of the tracks that does not suit him for his driving style. I feel like when we go next week to like Chicagoland and places like that, I feel like that's when you're really going to see Jeff have a good run. Joe Burchett trying to pass Kyle Frame now. Kyle actually dropped back from 2nd all the way back to 4th, and he continues to blink, so you got to be real careful if you're Joe. And right now it looks like Joe Burchett gets around Kyle Frame. And Jeff Smith will also get around the driver of the 57. Everybody looks like they're starting to single out here, with the exception of Kyle Frame and Jeff Smith battling once again for 5th place. I said Jeff may not be good here, but you know what? He's actually doing a pretty good job right now on keeping that car up towards the front. To the 61. Jeff Smith riding on board with him. Starting in 7th. Oh, where did he go? That's scary. Jeff had to get off the gas just a little bit there. We'll see if Kyle's able to get a run. Wow, that's a big run off turn number 2 for Jeff. "20 laps complete already," and you can see way up in front of Josh right now, we do got a car that is about to go a lap down. If I'm not mistaken, it is Carlton Sanders. He is on the lead lap at the moment. Kyle Frame does take 5th place away from Jeff Smith. Just missed that one. Austin Marion right now, one of the fastest out on tracks. Last fastest guy on track last time by was Joe Burchett, who's a 10th faster than our leader. So he is starting to run down 3rd place of Austin Marion. We'll see if he continues to do that. Last time by, Joshua Banks just putting on the fastest lap. Jeff catching back up to Kyle for 5th. Once again, tomorrow, the Darlington throwback schemes for the Lazy Dayz Grand National Series. We are allowing the people that watch the broadcast to vote on their favorite paint scheme that they see, which is pretty cool. And I think the drivers actually win something. I think it wins cash money, I believe, if their paint schemes voted the favorite. Alright guys, we're going to step away. We'll be right back right after this. Live from Darlington, 110. Back here at Darlington, there is your current results right now. Joshua Banks continuing to lead the way. here at Darlington. You can see him right now on the track. Currently in first, started first, 27.998, his best lap so far. That is a great lap, by the way. Nobody else right now in the 27 bracket, I guess we could say. Trying to see the closest battle out on track. I believe it's back here. It is. Brandon Puffenbarger gets around Jeff Smith as we race off turn number 4. Riding on board with the 61. So far, just to let everybody know, our counter right now for the Darlington stripe is up to 7 so far. I'll look for that to go up quite a bit more. As you see Jeff getting a little loose. Oh, where's number 8? And we got one car coming down pit road. You want to know what it's like to go down pit road? Here's a good view of it. So he starts looking for his pit box and sign. He will pull in and move on. Todd Cray has ran down to 36 of Joshua Banks. This is a battle for the lead. Last few laps it has been Joshua Banks really off pace. As Todd Cray almost gets into the wall there himself. As he comes off turn number 4. Riding on board with the 21 car. You see the gyro cam. This is the banking of his track. Pretty cool. Wow, what a run Todd Cray just got on our leader. Todd looking to come in here, try to get another win on the season. He's got quite a few. 6 wins so far on this season for Todd Cray. Of course, Joshua Banks, no wins so far this season in the K&N series, that is. He does got one in the Xfinity series, or Grand National series. Joshua Banks only 3 starts in the K&N. Kyle Frame on pit road. This could be scheduled. Don't know if it is or not. These guys have been out there for 20, 30 laps now on their tires. So far, 1 caution for 2 laps. That is the thing about Darlington though. As I said, if you drop below that white line in the turn, right there you see that dotted line. If you go below that, caution will not fly. If you do it on the backstretch, pretty much where it evens out down the middle of the straightaway, like right here, if you drop below the middle of the surface, caution will not fly. That is the thing about iRacing. Brandon Puffenbarger on pit road as well. I wonder if something happened to him. He is still there. Let's see if I can find out something that happened. Oh, wow. He was coming to pit road and this happened. Well, that ain't what you want to do. Ouch. Right into the barrels, and he is done for the night. As Joshua Banks still leads the way here at Darlington. I'm going to be honest, guys, we only got 5 cars on the lead lap, and we're not halfway through. That's interesting. We'll see how the rest of the thing plays out. And caution flies. Who went around? The 18 maybe? There we go. Oh man, that was one of the hardest hits I've seen here. That is also a Darlington strike. And a big one. Caution flag flies. That means we're going to see a lot of people on pit road. Well, we're going to see a few people on pit road. Not many people's left. Joshua Banks, Todd Cray, Austin Mary, Joe Burchett, Jeff Smith, and Eric Minch should be hitting pit road here in just a moment. We're already 40 laps into this thing though. It don't take 20 minutes to run 40 laps. It's crazy. Here they come. Now we noticed last time Todd was able to beat out. Did Austin Marion stay out on pit? He did. That's interesting. Stays out and leads the lap, I think. You see the cars coming down pit road. Keep your eye on this front battle between Joshua and Todd Cray. Todd was able to beat out Josh last time on pit road. See Joe Burchett coming in as well. Eric Minch a little bit further behind him coming in. Or Jeff Smith, I'm sorry, not Eric. There's the race, and it looks like this time Joshua able to barely beat him out. It's actually very surprising that it's that close. So Joshua had a pit stop of a 13.8, Todd with a 14.0. Both was on pit road. Right there, 47.8, 47.6 for Todd Cray. As Austin Marion going to come down pit road as well, so that's going to give the lead back over to Joshua. As we work caution number 2. And sorry about the beeping, guys. I apologize. As I mentioned, tomorrow it gets a little bit exciting. It should be a fun race tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully have a few more people in here. Lazy Dayz Racing Grand National Series. Live from Darlington. 110 laps. The same amount we got here tonight. That's going to be a fun one. That's a weird. So, I'm just going to throw this out there to any admin watching. But why is the K&N race at Richmond longer than the Xfinity race? That's a weird one. Anyway, next week we do head to Richmond. 141 laps, 188 laps, 141 miles. Then we go to Chicagoland. And that's where all the fun really starts, I think, is Chicagoland. I like Richmond, but Chicagoland I'm really looking forward to. 150 laps around there. And then Kansas, which is one of my favorite tracks to race on. Then we go to, of course, after Chicagoland, it is the start of the chase for the Grand National Series. So your front row is going to be Joshua Banks, Todd Cray, Joe Burchett going to be starting in third. And then it will be Austin Marion. Jeff Smith just went back on the pit road, which is kind of odd. I think he may be getting some damage fixed before he pulls out. But we are about to go green as we work off turn number 2. Not many cars left in this race. Only 6 cars left in the entire race. As we get ready to go racing. Trust me, even with 6 cars, I still want to win. I promise. Watch for wheel spin as you see Joe Burchett cleaning up his tires, trying to get all the loose rubber off the wheel. pace car does pull in, which means we are green flag here again at Darlington. Battle's going to be for the lead. Todd Craig trying to take it away. Oh, gets into Joshua just a little bit. And still side by side as we work out of the corner. And Joshua able to drive around back on the low side and take the lead away from Todd Craig. Not for long. There we go. There goes the 11 or 21 sliding down just a little bit. That's going to open the high side for Joe Burchett, who thought about going to back off just a little bit. The battle's going to be for second now. Joe Burchett taking a look to the inside of the 21 car. Coming off turn 4. Joe gets a little loose, so he falls back a little bit further behind. Now, as the battle for the lead starts to heat up once again. It looks like, it sounds like Austin Marion just got the wall hard. I heard somebody wrecking. Let's see what happened. There we go. Another Darlington stripe, and that brings the total up to 11. And now probably 12, because it looks like Joe Burchett just got in it as well. A little bit further back, Jeff Smith, he did take a lot of that damage repair that he had. You can see his front of the car looks pretty solid. Rear of the car is still a little bit messed up, but not as bad as a lot of other guys. So he is about 3 seconds off of 4th place right now as he tries to go and close back in on that gap. Here the throttle control that Joshua has to use on these cars. Pretty insane. Pretty much single file all the way throughout the field. Not much really going on right now. It's so tough to pass here. There's not a whole lot going on at the moment, as we only got 5 cars on the lead lap, which is pretty insane, I'm not going to lie. Joshua Banks still leading the way right now. He has led a lot of laps, to say the least. 45 so far. As Todd Craig slowly starting to fall back to Joe Burchett a little bit here. Last lap by Joe Burchett, second fastest on the board. That was close. I should have set a camera up right there. That is insane to watch these guys come off that turn. Oh, Joe Burchett, another strop. Watching from the grandstand camera, which is pretty cool. Back up towards the front, Todd Craig trying to reel in Joshua Banks. And right now, it's pretty much set. I mean, it's going to be tough to pass some of these guys. We really need to get a green flag pit stop, I think, and see what strategy plays out for anything to really change up. I mean, it is so tough to pass here without getting into each other, that you really got to start to question, do you want to attempt to pass somebody right now? Do you just want to ride behind them log laps? I mean, it's a very tough call. So as we pass our mid-race, let's take a look at our report so far. 2 cautions for 6 laps. Joshua Banks leading the way. 53 laps now remain once they cross the line. There you go. And 7 lead changes, which is really high actually for a amount of cars we got in here. So that's pretty cool. Eric Minch running in 6th place. He's a few laps down, but hey, you can't complain. He's done a good job. Started back in 11th, up to 5th, or up to 6th, sorry. All right, guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back in time for the next pit stops.
We're all looking to bring as much of the real world into sim racing as we possibly can. Our SimCraft Tilton Pro Sim Racing pedal sets are here to elevate your rig, improve your consistency into and through the corners, and give you the ability to dial in your perfect pedal feel. Put your feet on the same pedals the pros use. From the braking zone to corner exit, get the most out of every corner with SimCraft.
Welcome back to Darlington Motor Speedway for the Darlington 110 Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days K&N Series. We are past halfway, as it is Joshua Banks currently leading the way. We got 45 laps remaining once he hits the start-finish line. It's been a fun race. The only problem is we don't have a ton of cars, and I hope everybody does understand how tough this place is to drive. You can ride on board here. This is no easy track. I mean, you can see it riding on board. It's very tough, and you know, you think overcast skies, you would think there'd be a ton of grip, but I'm gonna be honest, sometimes that leads to more problems. It's hard to explain, but the track's still hot. It's 90 degrees. As you see, Joshua Banks, our leader, even smacked the wall, and I mean, he's been fast all night, so it's tough. I mean, it's hard to explain how tough this place really truly is. It's one of the toughest tracks that these guys go to. I want to shout out a couple other broadcasts we got to do this week. Tomorrow night, Lazy Days Grand National Series here at Darlington Throwback Weekend. You see a couple throwbacks out here tonight, but tomorrow we'll have more of them. And of course, Monday, the start of the chase for the Red Light Racing Series. That's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And then Tuesday, Dynasty Racing League. And you know what? I completely forgot where we go for Dynasty. I always forget where we go for them. Where is it? I'm thinking. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to think where we go. I think it's like a different track. Sonoma? Sonoma. That's where we go. Yeah, we go to Sonoma for the DRL Sonoma 100, 110, I believe. 110. And then, of course, Wednesday we go to Sim Racing Short Trackers for the late model cars, which is fun. We'll be there for that. And of course, back here again next Thursday. Actually, you know what? We do not race next Thursday for the Dynamite's Truck Series. But one thing about these guys, one thing that people may not understand when it comes to racing these, I'm going to be honest, there may only be 12 people that started this race, but honestly, if the race, well, I'm not bragging about us by any means, but even if it was us or somebody else, I don't think this many people would show up if the race wasn't broadcasted. Just being honest, I know a lot of these guys, you know, like being broadcasted, and I don't blame them. I like it. It's a good way to promote stuff. If you've got like sponsors, real life sponsors, some people have them. Joe Burchett does have a real life sponsor, SwampDust.com, or SwampDust Seasoning at SwampDust.com. Sorry, I had to give that a plug, but there's a bunch of other ones. You know, it's good. It's a good way to promote, you know, what your business or somebody else's business or a team or, you know, anything like that. So, you know, they want to get in here, they want to race, they want to put on a good show, and Joshua Banks coming to pit road. This is scheduled, but you want to put on a good show. Actually, what happened to Joshua? Hold on. He just let Todd Craig go? He did. That's a strange one. As Austin Marion pulls down pit road, Joe Burchett just left pit road, and Joshua Banks coming to pit road. I wonder if Joshua may be trying to could have been trying to get to pit road. That's what it seems like. So Jeff Smith going to take over third right now, as he will be on pit road. So will Todd Craig. He'll be on pit road in just a few moments. But these guys do want to put on a good show for everybody that watches. I mean, they love the fact that people, you know, I know that Jeff has a couple people that come in to watch him. Skyler, when he races, has a couple people that come in to watch him. Oh, Todd Craig just about did it. But they love the idea that people come in and cheer for them all and watch them. And tomorrow you get to vote for your favorite paint scheme. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. That is a different, unique aspect of it, and I'm really looking forward to it. So Jeff Smith should take the lead here. I'm going to be honest, though, I don't know how long he's going to stay out. If he gets a caution, he may be good. But you see the fresher tire difference. Joe Burchett just went around him 28-second lap. Right now, Jeff's last lap is a 30.48. So he's definitely slower right now. but he is on old tires. So we'll see if this works out for him as Todd Curry exits pits. But you can see the distance that Joe actually caught up to Joshua just now by pitting early, just a lap early. Caught up quite a bit. And of course, there's Todd Curry. And this is Todd's race to lose now, I think. Todd's up to speed now. I mean, there's a pretty good size difference between first and second. And not only that, like something, or should I say second or third and fourth. The question is really going to be, though, when would Jeff pit and how much time is he going to lose? I mean, he had really nothing to lose. He was running the fifth. I do not blame him at all for staying out. If he gets a caution, he's good. Like, no matter what happens, he will be good. You see Kyle Frame rolling back out. He actually just picked up a spot by completing that lap. He actually picked up 2 spots. He went from 9th to 7th, which is pretty cool. He's not going to win the race by any means, but pretty cool that he's able to roll out, do 1 lap, and pick up 2 spots. It's pretty awesome. That's exactly what it looks like he did, just to do that. So as Jeff Smith still leads, we're watching his laps compared to everybody else. You know what? His last lap was amazing. I'm not lying. That was one of his best laps that he's put down. A 29.6 for somebody that's on 35 lap tires as he gets into the wall very hard. That's a solid lap, though. Not saying he ain't going to win this thing because I don't want to jinx him, but he does have a 15-second lead. I know it's closing pretty fast, but you never know. I don't know if he's got enough guys to make it. I don't think he does, as Austin Marion gets into the wall pretty hard. Oh, Joe Burchett is done. He had a toe back. So unfortunately for Joe Burchett, that may end his night. You see, this ain't a battle for the lead. This is a battle to get to 65 back in the lead lap. You see Jeff pulling down to the inside. Was going to let Austin have the high line. And Jeff Smith may be coming to pit road. He is. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, Jeff did it as well. Around he went as we ride on board. Oh, he just got loose entering on the apron. That is something to be thinking about for tomorrow. A lot of these guys can use this practice, or this race, should I say, for tomorrow. And he'll know that, you know, you possibly got to slow down way before that to get down there, which is kind of odd to see him go around like that. So that's watching right now. Todd Cray's about a 3-second lead over second place Joshua Baines. And it looks like we pretty much got our top 4 wrapped up. Todd Cray, Joshua Baines, Austin Marion, Jeff Smith, Joe Burchett did disconnect. And it looks like he may actually finish in 6th, it looks like, for Joe, sadly for him. As you see Jeff passing Austin Marion. Now that race may not be over. Jeff is a lap down, but he is running way faster lap times between these two. We'll see how all that plays out here towards, you know, the end of this thing. But Jeff may be looking at top 3, but Austin is doing a good job and being able to hold his car up there right now. We'll be watching that. He's about 15 seconds back off Joshua Baines as well for second. Just to let everybody know, 15 so far is your counter on the Darlington stripe. And we still have 25 laps remaining. We've had 10 lead changes so far. And Todd Cray, of course, 6-time winner this season. You should not be surprised that he's winning this race. Or leading this race, should I say. Started 4th, up to 1st. But I don't know if I would count out Joshua, though. Joshua's been faster the last few laps by. And is closing back in on the driver up to 21. But 64 laps, he does got time, but he's got to be closing in a hurry to be able to get up there and catch him. And Jeff Smith into the wall. And that brings our total up to 16. Of course, this race is sponsored by Dayz Racing. Jeff, or Todd almost had to get on the brakes there a little bit. But anyway, this race is sponsored by Dayz Racing. Anybody looking for a team, make sure you go talk to Eric Braley for Dayz. And let him know you've seen him here as well. Fastest car on track right now is your second place driver, Joshua Baines, trying to run down this guy, Todd Cray. About 2.5 seconds now. It was 2.99 about 5 laps ago. I don't know. We'll see. Only 20 laps to go. As Todd goes down into turn number 1. Let's hop on board. Get a lap around here. Listen to the throttle control to see how much he's working it. He really works quite a bit in turn 1 and 2. And then he goes back down here to 3 and 4. I don't think it's quite as much. Not as much in 3 and 4 as he does in 1 and 2. Basically, it's like survival of the fittest. Who can survive out here and try to win this race? I mean, we started out with 12 cars, and only 5 of them were on track. How about Eric Minch running up in 5th right now? He's 8 laps down total, but he's running 5th. That's pretty impressive. As Todd Craig crosses the start finish line, he's only going to have 15 laps to go around this 1.35 mile track. Joshua Banks. The gap is closing, but I don't quite know if he's going to be able to have enough time or not. He's about 2.3 back now. You can see here, this is the closest to the leader. The distance between each car and the leader. So 2.2 now. So I don't know. I don't think he's going to have enough time unless Todd makes, you know, a little mistake to allow Joshua to get up there, but that's asking a lot. Todd Cray don't make a ton of mistakes. Now something that could play a factor here is right up in front of the leader. You can see the leader way back there in the background. He's Austin Marion up in third. I'm not saying it's going to be a big factor, but it could cause, you know, a little bit of a slowdown, a little bit of something just to give. And I think Joshua Banks just hit the wall. I believe so. Because he lost a lot of time. Yes, he did. Right here going into this turn. Gets it pretty good, too. Rides it all the way around. I don't know. It's gonna. We'll see. I don't think he's got too much to worry about now, especially since Josh hit the wall. He's actually 5 seconds back. Actually falling a little bit here as well, which is kind of strange. 5.2. Not sure if he might be a little underpowered now or what it is. But we got 10 laps to go. Anybody know the closest finish at Darlington? And do you know who it's between? You probably do. It's pretty simple. It's one of the closest finishes ever in their history of racing. Actually, I think it is the closest finish. Eric Minch on pit road. And for people that do not know, I'll just go ahead and tell you. Correct answer. Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch, 0.001 second. I remember that race. Kurt Busch was in the 97, Ricky Craven, I think the 32, I believe. There's Beaton coming off turn 4. It's pretty cool. Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb. I don't think these guys have to pit. If they do, Jeff Smith is going to be one lucky guy because he does not have to pit, I know. Todd Cray's in the wall. Going to lose a little bit of time there now on second place. He'll close up quite a bit, I believe. I'm pretty sure they don't have to pit, but you just never know. Of course, Austin Marion and Todd Cray is both in the same TeamSpeak channel, so I'm sure that there's some communication probably about to take place between both of these guys. as far as where Todd wants Austin to go. Five laps to go at the line. Todd Cray did not have the greatest start. Came in here late. We're going to have 3 laps to go this time by. And you can see he has like 31 so far. About to be 32. Of course, Joshua Banks will have the most laps led with 64. I don't know if Todd's going to push it too much here on Austin. He may just let Austin go ahead and go. I don't know if you want to put your car in that much, you know, chance as you've seen a car dropping off the apron. That was Eric Minch moving out of the way. Right there on the bottom. Eric going to have a good finish here tonight in 5th place. Of course, Joshua most likely going to be 2nd. Austin Marion going to be 3rd. Jeff Smith will finish 4th. Watt flag is going to be in the air this time, as Todd Craig comes out of turn 4. One more time around this 1.35 mile track. No mistakes, and he's home free. And this will be a big win for him, I believe. Through turns number 3 and turn number 4, Todd Cray is going to work off 4 and is going to see the checker flag. Will win the Darlington 110 for the Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days K&N Series. Joshua Banks working off turn 4. He's going to see the checkered as well. Will finish 2nd place. Of course, Austin Marion is going to go around and he will finish 1st. Or 3rd, sorry. But your winner, the 21, picks up his 7th win of the season, and a big one at Darlington. Pretty much been a one-man show this year for the 21 car. As we pull him down and talk to him. Hey, Todd, you got me?
Yep, got you there.
Man, talk us through your night. You started in 4th. You got in here a little late, but you started in 4th. You managed to work your way back up, take the lead away, and after you took the lead away, you didn't look back. Talk us through your night.
Really kind of got in late here tonight. Didn't have any practice this week, so was just pretty much going to take it easy. Had some pretty good laps, got them 20 laps in just as I needed before qualifying. So, you know, I was just going to take it easy, see what the guys were doing, and try to stay out of trouble.
7 wins.
Worked out.
7 wins so far on the season. It's pretty impressive. Is there a certain number of wins that you want to try to get, or you just want to come in here and try to win all of them?
Yeah, right now we're just trying to win all of them. I mean, every race there's some guys that are fast. You know, Joshua was fast tonight. It would have been a good race. He missed that pit stop.
Right.
You know, that was a lot of fun there racing with him and just kind of see how things were going to work out. But after he missed that pit stop, and I hit a good pit stop, that was pretty much all she wrote. But yeah, just coming out trying to win all the races. I mean, that's what we're trying to do here.
Man, a good run again. 7 wins so far in the season. Let's see how many more you get this season. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
You know, you guys for putting on the broadcast and everybody here at Go Fast Racing and, you know, people against distracted driving, and just all the guys coming out, and it's a great series.
Good job, man. We'll talk to you here soon. Go out there and see if you can get another win next week.
Thanks, Adam. Have a good night, buddy.
You too, bud. Next up, we'll talk to Joshua Banks, or otherwise known as Dusty Vengeance, who finishes in second place. Hey, Josh, you got me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
64 laps led tonight. Now, is that a bad thing when I say that because you come up just short?
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, good job to Todd tonight for winning the race. Kept it clean, and just good job for him winning the race. And he deserved it. I just wish I didn't miss my pit stop.
So let me ask you about the pit stop. Is there a reason that you missed it? Did it come up on you a lot faster than what you expected? Because there was a couple people even got into the barrels tonight.
Yeah, I was like, dang, that thing come up closer than I thought. So I couldn't just dive it down in there. I would have wrecked. So I had to keep going. That's what really killed me. So just thankfully coming out second, but I'm not happy.
Well, you can use that for tomorrow, I'm sure. Knowing how fast it does come up, can you take that into tomorrow and try to get the win in the big race, which is the throwback paint scheme race tomorrow? Can you take that and use it for tomorrow?
Definitely. I know now that I need to check up a lot sooner to get in the pits here. So knowing that now, I can definitely utilize that tomorrow. And then just other than that, hopefully we can just do what we did tonight, lead most of the race, and come out with a win.
For sure, man. You came in, and it would have been cool to see that car back in victory lane. I love the paint scheme tonight. So is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just thanks you, everybody, for doing the league here. Skyler and Nate and everybody hosting the league. Thank you all for doing that. It's been great. Adam, again, for broadcasting the league. Pretty good job, man. And please do check out my YouTube channel, Dusty Vengeance, as Adam probably said. And we just thank you for that. And, yeah, thank you, guys.
We're going to get you in a booth here soon. That's for sure. So yeah, it'd be good to have you in here. It'd be cool to listen to you and your perspective on things. So good job, man. And sucks for second, but hey, it's better than being last.
Yeah, I guess you can look at it that way. But I'm like a Dale Earnhardt. I don't like to lose. So second place is not happy to me.
That's true, man. All right, go ahead and see if you can get it tomorrow, and hopefully we'll talk to you then.
I appreciate it, man.
Next up, we got Austin Marion coming in third place. Hey, Austin, you got me?
I got you, Adam.
Man, that was interesting for you as well. We seen you get into the wall we've seen a bunch of people get into the wall quite a few times. Talk us through your night, man. You come back, you started in fifth and finished third. That's a good run.
Oh, yeah, I love driving this track. About right after halfway, I hit the wall so many times I didn't even care how much damage I had done to the car. So just kept on riding it for a while. Although I was starting to get a little bit worried. My count got up to like 14, so I'm like, might want to lay off that wall a little bit. But had a couple of accidents in front of us, was able to dodge those. But it was a fun race.
We was talking to Joshua just a few minutes ago about how tough pit road is. How tough is pit road here to get on? It seems like it comes up on you really fast.
Yeah, and it's at a weird angle. I've been practicing all day trying to get on pit road here, and it's a sharp angle to get on, and you can try merging from all the way from the banking, or trying to even get like merging on from like the back stretch, starting early, trying to slow down, trying to turn in there. It's just hard. It's slippery. It's just a bad angle.
Well, man, you still bring it home in third place, which is top three anytime. Darlington's a very tough track, one of the toughest in my opinion on iRacing. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to that was fun to watch?
Just a shout out to the whole league, and hopefully we'll have a good race tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure we will. I'm looking forward to that and all the throwbacks and everything. So good job, man, and we'll talk to you then.
All right, thanks a lot. Have a nice night.
Thanks, buddy. All right, that's going to do it for us here now. I was going to interview Jeff, however, he's not on at the moment. Hopefully we'll get him in tomorrow a little bit and talk to him about what paint scheme and stuff he's running, and talk to some other guys as well. There's your results, guys. Thoughts on the race? It was good. I mean, this is Darlington. There wasn't a ton of people in here. I know it wasn't the most exciting race from a broadcast standpoint, but it was fun. I mean, it was something different. So, anyway, that's going to do it for us here tonight. And everybody have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great night. God bless. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Showers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day